Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to Dead Cells. As I predicted, and I was actually right for once, the update of updates, the update number 5, is out today. And I think, yeah, we're gonna go for unlimited power combined with unlimited shielding, perhaps. Actually, to be honest, now that I think about it, this would actually make for a not terrible survival build, actually. But I don't know if I want to go for a survival build. What I do know is that this is a cool new update we've got here. The combat, or the scrolls update. Yeah, scrolls, that's what I'm going to call it for now until I figure out what its official name is. But update 5 has reworked the, and by reworked I mean slightly tweaked, the upgrade system again. And I like it. It's pretty cool. Because what it's effectively done here, I'm also going to kind of skip the challenge rooms just for the time being. I don't feel like I'm not up to the challenge right now. But yeah, basically, the exponential scaling is not quite as exponential, and also there's some diminishing returns, so there is a bit more reason than previously to spread your stats around. I mean, I figure I'm still gonna mostly play with putting all stats into one, you know, all my eggs in one basket as far as stats are concerned. But we'll do some more balanced runs, because basically it seems like doing a balanced run is like building a tank run now. You'll be kind of weak, you'll be kind of squishy, but you will be very hard to kill. Also, I noticed that the speed modifier little icon has changed a little bit. I like it. Shows a little speedy arrow, simple, to the point, lets you know exactly what it's doing, which is cool. We're also getting some money here. And there's a few other little minor tweaks that we'll get to as we approach them. But yeah, look at this. As you can see here, we got that. Like, you start off, you get 50% extra when you pick up your first stat scroll, but then when we pick up another stat scroll, if it's in tactics again, and I guess we're gonna go for a tactics build, because we haven't done one in a couple of runs, now that I think about it, then you get less, which is pretty cool, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, you can see that you can't one-shot those cursed doors anymore, which is... I'm very thankful for that, because at least once I ended up having... Yeah, see? Diminishing returns. 50% the first time, 45% the next time, and it just kind of keeps going downhill from there to sort of encourage that whole doing different stuff thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably still gonna stack things because I like doing glass cannon type runs, even though I'm kind of not the greatest, and also, well, not the greatest at avoiding damage. I feel a little rusty, probably because I spent what, 2 weeks not playing Dead Cells, and then we're back again, and oh my God, it's William. You're gonna be called William, sir. Look at that, mutations. I like this. This is a cool thing. It gives us. So, oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I hold it to speak to him and then just tap it. Okay. So we got our mutations here. You can reset them with gold. Kind of wish you reset them with skills or something. But there's brutality tactics. Alright, so I gotcha. So some of these scale with the different stats, and if I recall reading the update correctly, there's also some generic ones that are presumably just generic, and we'll kind of like slowly go through these, take a bit of a look. It's not a lot for survival, are there? I mean, +3 for parrying, +1 HP for killing an enemy. First attack after a successful parry. You see, I like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of these actually might even be things that used to be modifiers after, also we're gonna go with our Yogg heart here, seems right. But yeah, that's cool! I mean, Guillaume there, I don't think that's right. Guillaume? That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. But he's got his own store now. He's got his own proper store. He's standing next to the collector. Yeah, take that, other shopkeepers who wouldn't give him his own shop. Guillaume doesn't need your shop anymore. He's selling mutations, which are like totally better, probably. Yeah. I knew he'd go far, and now he has. Good for him. Good for poor little Guillaume. Which I'm probably butchering that. Someone who's actually, you know, more fluent in French, or at least actually has that name, and can tell me how badly I'm butchering the pronunciation, please. Please do so that I, you know, don't continue butchering the name. But then again, maybe there's an off chance I actually am getting it right, and... You know what, let's actually climb this wall here. Mostly because I kind of want to practice crazy wall jumping, just in case, because sooner or later, there's going to be a time where we're going to have to do a crazy challenge like this. Because you just know, if there's not something now, eventually there is going to be something. Plus also I remember reading in the patch notes that there was some kind of like secret, and there's nothing up there. Well, that's a bit of a letdown, but yeah, we're gonna kind of take our time, slowly feel our way through, feel our way through this, and get a general idea for what is new in this update. I don't think there's any new blueprints or anything, at least none that I recall hearing about in the patch notes. Like, this is, to my understanding, Update 5 is going to be comparatively small compared to like some of the bigger changes we saw in Update 4. But that's mostly because a lot of what's going in this update, if I remember correctly, was like originally intended to be part of Update 4, but in order to kind of, you know, space things out and make sure that everything got to be balanced out and, you know, done properly, it's now here. So that's pretty cool. I like this. Though, we still need something to spend our cells on once we've unlocked everything with our cells. That's like the one thing we're missing. Also, things are a little framey still. Which, incidentally, I guess, update on the whole situation with my computer. Like, it's been a week now since it was, like, confirmed that they actually finally got around to shipping it. So, basically, let's in summary here, you know, it took them 2 weeks to basically acknowledge the problem. Like, had to go to, like, head office. Wasn't just, like, the local thing. Had to go to head office in order to get them to finally deal with the problem. And, you know, admit there was a problem. And then start doing stuff. And now it's been a week since, like, they got, like, couriered off, or, you know, allegedly is set off. I'm gonna be really, really mad if my computer, like, it was just, like, was chucked into a warehouse somewhere and it's now, like, rotting. You know, metaphorically speaking. My poor computer. Maybe I'm just being cynical because I'm, like, really, really salty about the whole situation here, but, I'm sure it'll arrive. I mean, there's post on Saturdays, and that's like the last day this week when it could show up. But, I mean, also, we're in December now. I should be, you know, jolly and have some, you know, goodwill towards all mankind and whatnot. None of this angry bitterness. I mean, that's obviously not going to happen. I'm gonna continue to be bitter until I actually get my computer back, but that's life, man. I don't really feel like buying anything here, so we're gonna leave that. But, yeah. Basically, before I kind of got into that tirade, basically, I'm a little upset, I guess, that I still don't have my computer, mostly because, it is significantly hindering my productivity, seeing as, like, I can, you know, it takes like 4 times as long to render a video. I have to record a video, then I have to record the audio separately because and by audio I mean my commentary separately, because my laptop gets really stuttery if I try doing doing them both together for some reason. Never realized how much processing power my voice apparently requires. Also, you know what, let's explore through here. Just to, you know, see what's happening. Good job there, Gaslight. Anyway, so yeah. And also, you know, until I get my computer back, I'm a little bit hesitant. Like, I've got a bit of a backlog of stuff I want to do on the channel, and some stuff that I feel really bad that I haven't got to yet. Actually, a lot of stuff I'm really kind of feeling bad I haven't got to yet. But then again, that just means there'll be more cool stuff when I actually do get my computer back. So lots of stuff to look forward to, basically. And that's a good thing. I can get behind that, probably. Alright, tonic. I can go for that. I'll switch it out for the lure. The lure's actually not bad, but it would not be my 100% go-to weapon, personally. Though, having said that, it does have its place. Though I find it kind of funny, I guess. I spent so long trying to unlock the dang thing, and now here we are. I just kind of don't use it that often. But then again, you know what? Maybe I should. Because there's a lot of items that I try them like once or twice, and then I think to myself, these are not good items. But then I don't really try. I don't think outside the box to see if there's, you know, something special I could do with some of these items. Also, I feel like I'm gonna die here because of, you know, hubris here, since my health is really not doing so very good. I'm not sure if that's just me, or if I also know that, like, the way enemies, like, level up and stuff has apparently been rebalanced a little for the new update, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty confident I should be able to get a win this run, one way or the other, but there is a part of me that's thinking to myself, you know what, I don't know. But we'll feel our way out. We'll take our time. Also, one enemy killed itself for me. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that enemies actually take damage when they run into those traps and stuff. I mean, except for the spinning traps. They seem to not take damage from those, but the few times they walk into spikes, I love the fact that they actually take damage. It's cool. And occasionally gets you a free kill, so what's not to love, right? Alright, so I think I might pretty shortly kind of... Ow. Really thought I'd be able to dodge roll over that, but apparently I was wrong. I'm thinking there's not much left to do here. But again, I want to feel my way out, because like new secret areas have apparently been added in this update, so we totally... Aha! Secret! Totally gotta check it out. And bam! Other secret area uncovered. That's pretty cool. Also, of course, another reason I want my computer back is so that we can vary our runs even more, because there's some levels I just feel like I shouldn't go to, because they get a little laggy. Like, I haven't actually successfully played through Fog Fjord on this update, or even, well, for a while, actually. Pretty much since it was reworked, and I'm really looking forward to that, because from what I have played of it, it actually looks pretty cool now. I like it. So, we shall see, I guess is what I'm saying, in due time. I'm actually almost tempted to go there on this run, but I don't think I will. We'll play it safe, and we'll kind of go with the same runs we've gone through so far. Let's see, what do we want for our next mutation? I mean, plus 30 damage if nearby enemy is taking poison, bleed, or burn. Hang on a second, that's like the special effect of the Status Dagger. So what does the Status Dagger do now? Or maybe it still does its thing, but you can get a mutation that basically adds on to that. And that scales with your brutality. I mean, this cooldown seems pretty useful. Pretty useful indeed. So, obviously we're gonna go for that. I mean, this is a tactics run. But I am thinking to myself here, like, I'm gonna have to do a couple runs in this update to get a feel for, like, what is the ideal, at least for my general kind of mindset and playstyle, the best way to do things. Like, do I want to do more balanced runs, or should I... Oh! It's you! It's Spinny Top Man! You're back in the prison depths, just like you were back in, like, way in the olden days. Like, way olden days. Like, back in the demo days, when, like, the precursor of the current iteration of the daily run was a thing. It's back. You're back home. You're where you originated from, sir, Spinny Top Man. Beautiful. Ow. Taking some unnecessary damage on my part there. But that's my own fault, so I can't blame it. But you know what? It's good that those guys show up in more levels, because I like that. It means I can fight them and kill them and stuff. Which is good, because then it means I can get the Crusher blueprint at long last, which I have also been waiting to get a hold of for some time. In fact, I think we've had the opportunity to get it twice now, and I've kind of then ended up kind of turning around and getting myself killed every time. Also, why am I spending all this time killing these enemies? I'm not entirely sure, but, well, I like killing enemies. That's probably part of it. I don't need to. Ow, good job, Gaslight. But I want to, because I feel that we will get good stuff out of it. Also, what is this? A little secret area? That's cool. Also, there is another secret in the secret, so we totally gotta go for that. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye out for like really cool secrets like that one, because I remember distinctly the patch notes mentioning that there's been a number of new secret areas added, presumably in all the levels, and that there's been like new areas that can show up in the level generation that make use of the various runes. So that's also going to be cool. There's a lot to look forward to, really. I guess is what... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, no. I don't need this. I don't need you. Not here, not now. Oh. Actually, you know what? I could use you. As long as I don't get myself killed. Which I could totally see myself doing. Okay. How do we do this? I mean, we probably want some more crowd control, so... Yeah, we're not getting anything like this. I mean, we could. Okay, okay, curse is gone. Alright, yeah. Let's switch out the cluster bombs. Let's get the cluster bombs. Maybe. I feel like... Yeah, I really should go for the cluster bombs. Let's stop beating around the bush here. Once I can clear some space, maybe I can get them. Okay, he's not really giving me the time to do this. But I should totally grab these, throw the bombs, kill the bad guys. Man, I'm already almost dead. That is actually really terrible. But again, I mean, we're going to be slowly experimenting and feeling our way through this in order to get a feel for enemy difficulty and balance in this patch. And what I'm feeling right now, at this point in time, and it might just be me, I mean, this might just be anecdotal on my part, but I feel like I am a bit weaker than I used to be, possibly. Alright, let's... Oh, God. I dream of the days when Clockwork Spider-Man did not actually release like 10 bajillion bats. Also, we should totally ignore him, but then again, my ego won't let me. I have to kill him. I have to finish the job my ancestors started. My ancestors, of course, being like the me from 5 seconds ago. Which, it's actually crazy. I remember reading like some kind of philosophical notion about that, about like how, I forget, like it's got a proper terminology in there and everything, but it has something to do with like the notion that, like, how do I explain it? It's like, I guess like every individual second, like, the version of you from 1 second is not the same version of you as the next second, so like you're literally dying like all the previous versions of you or something. No, I'm butchering that. The idea, let's get some, you know, literacy in here, and that's not even the word I'm looking for. A bit of better verbiage. Basically, the idea is that, like, I guess the idea would even be that there's just not like a persistence of consciousness or something. Like the idea is that like the me talking right now is not the me that was talking to you a few minutes ago in this episode, and that yeah, that life is composed of like an infinite number, well, I guess every second or whatever, however you want to break it down, all these instances of an individual, and each one is individually living its own life. And also, here's a new character. Yeah, if they have a little star over their head, they can give you upgrades. And as far as I can tell, that's entirely random, so that means we could have some runs where we get like 10 million of those guys, like every other enemy has a star over his head and gives us an upgrade. And some runs would not. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh, but I totally made it. Also, I do not have... No. Bad Gaslight. Very bad. I don't know what I was thinking, actually. I don't really... Like, lightning is not strictly, at least at the power levels that we were at, it's not strictly the right tool for the job there. Also, I want fire, because that sounds like that's just going to lead to really great things. Yeah, see, I set him on fire, he's burning to death, and then he's gone. Problem solved. It's beautiful in a way. Poetry of motion. Anyway, we'll also replace our turret hero with more grenades, because chucking 1,000,000 grenades at our enemy seems pretty cool. But then again, on the flip side here, active items, there is that one mutation for tactics where if you're near an active item, then you get, or an actively deployed item, or however it's being described here, then you totally... I should really be doing better than this. There we go. Oh, stupid minions. Damnable minions. Oh, I want to reflect your arrows back at you, man. But he won't let me because, you know, that would be too easy. Alright, we gotta get a little bit of brutality in there. That's okay. Man. I'm not doing well as far as damage management is concerned, am I? I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself. In many ways. Alright. Oh dear. Infinite bats. Just infinite numbers of bats everywhere. I'm gonna keep fighting them naturally, because I'm too stubborn to quit. That's probably my greatest asset and also my greatest liability in life, really. Also, I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm gonna try to not sneeze, because I don't want to sneeze right now. But then again, sneezing clears your nostrils of any garbage that may be in there, like dirt. I mean, who wants dirt in their nose, right? It's just filthy and dirty, and there's like 10 million zombie skeleton people there. They're just living their lives, though. I suppose I can't hate them. And I mean, I totally can hate them, but it's illogical to do that. And you know what? Heavy grenade, it was tempting. But at the end of the day, nah, we'll leave it for now. And you know what? Maybe we'll even get an upgrade. What do we got? Let's... Critical blow if you strike from far away. You see, that sounds pretty good. And I think that also pairs nicely with one of the mutations. But let's think here, because we need more survival mutations. And in fact, we just need more mutations in general. I assume we'll see more mutations, like, with every update from here on out. And all, but what would be good to pair with survival? And also, let's try this out, because we unlocked it at some point, presumably off camera, because I did have an episode recorded before this, but then I found out about this update hitting the beta branch, and thought to myself, well, we totally need to, you know, get right on in there. So we will. Yeah, it's probably worth exploring this side path as well, so we'll also totally explore the side path. Maybe we'll ignore some enemies. I mean, we don't need to fight everything, though fighting everything is the pathway to many abilities that some would consider, like, super cool. And I guess we do want to kind of, like, play with this actual item here. See how well it actually does, because it does scale with tactics. So we gotta hope that it's gonna do something good for us. And I've got a good feeling of it, but we'll find out soon enough. I mean, it slows down the enemy, and if they're in water or oil, it does a critical shot. Okay, I already do not like this. It fires a bit too slow. Like, I can't just rapid fire it, as far as I can tell. And it does less damage than my previous weapon, despite being a higher tier. Or is it the same tier? I forget, to be honest. But I'm thinking we might not actually keep it. But we'll see. We'll give it a chance. And if it proves valuable, then we'll go with it. And if it proves not valuable, then we don't go with it. Alright. Okay, yeah, you see, I'm pretty sure with lightning, we were doing more damage faster. So, I'm not a fan. I mean, I like the fact that it slows enemies down, but at the same time, it feels like a weapon that you would use. Also, let's just make sure we fill out this corner, just in case there's actually something interesting in here. Like, it feels like a good support weapon to slow an enemy down, but at the same time, there's so many other items that are actually, like, powerful and will slow you down, or slow enemies down, that I feel this Ice Blast needs to be boosted a little bit. It needs to be a bit more powerful, especially since it's not like a rapid-fire weapon. But that's also just me. That's just my... Slows down enemies, inflicts critical damage. Yeah, but it doesn't seem... I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. Yeah. I don't know. I can't quite get behind it. It's not doing enough. And I don't like that. It is not proving its value to me. And I don't know if I want it. Also, let's get a better shield for even better stabberizing and parrying, even though I still kind of don't take full advantage of parrying like I totally could. So there is that. And we'll backtrack. Just check out some other areas here, see what else is going on. Alright, a door, good. Also, we're totally going for like a ranged kind of run here, I think. Wow. That electric whip actually does more damage than the frosty weapon. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel somewhat dirty and possibly betrayed, just a little bit. As if I feel like it should have done more damage, that ice blast. But then again, I mean, there's items that have like status affecting secondary abilities, and they're still really powerful on their own. So I don't know. It gets a thumbs down from me. I don't think I'm gonna be using Ice Blast all that often personally. It's not a me item. Mostly because I do believe in like ridiculous brute power. Better than, you know, thinking your way through a problem, I always say. I don't say that ever, actually. In fact, in real life, I generally prefer to think my way through a problem. But then again, I guess that's what I like about video games, is I can live out a power fantasy of being able to just punch people into doing whatever I want, instead of having to reason with them. Especially when those people are not reasonable themselves. Not that I deal with, like, a lot of people like that, like, I'm not in any kind of job that involves that sort of thing. At least not right now. You never know, that could change one day. But for now, yeah. Alright, I like this. We've got a good thing going for us, and we're definitely gonna keep that up. Also, I believe that Mutation does, in fact, continue to scale with us. Also, there's a secret in the secret area. That's generally pretty good, I would think. Alright, this is nice. I like this. We're actually going to grab this cluster bomb here, because it is superior to what we were using, so chuck it down there, blow up the bad guys. And I didn't even notice it, but he actually had some special stuff himself, so we can totally take him out and get ourselves even more unlimited power. I mean, when the power is unlimited, then I guess no one is unlimited, or something like that. I don't know. Something to that general effect. There we go. Let's finish that guy off, because we can. And bam, he is down. And of course there's that secret. I bet you thought I missed that. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, sometimes when I'm looking back on... Oh, he dropped the blueprint! Which totally means we're gonna die now. Like, we're dead. This is it. There's no way. There's no way. Every time I get the Crusher blueprint, I proceed to die. Which means there's gonna be like a super sudden bonus death chest of some kind. Or it's like, finish the rest of the run without taking damage. And I'll be like, oh, I could totally do that. And then I, like, 5 seconds later, take damage. That would be pretty crazy. Could you imagine if there's a chest like that? Now, what would be the reward for a chest like that? A chest that, I don't know, like, gives you 100 curse. You have to kill 100 enemies to get rid of it. I mean, what would be worth that? Like, what could it give me? It would have to give me, like, a tier 50 item, first of all. Good job, Gaslight. My reaction time was like a second off, which is kind of like the story of my life, being 1 second off. But yeah, I mean, then again, any kind of chest like that would be probably a bit ridiculous. Oh, also, speaking of like ridiculous power and stuff, I think they redid the double and quadruple damage modifier. And from, if I remember it correctly, and maybe we'll see it later on in this run, I don't think I like the change, personally. But that is just me. And I guess what we will see later in the run, if that ends up being the case, if I in fact do not like the change made to the double and quadruple damage modifier. Only time can tell on that one, really. Oh, really? I can't do enough. I don't do enough damage to actually stun him into submission, which is unfortunate, but sometimes that's just how life goes. And we must do what we can. Also, it's crazy to me how the electric whip is considered a ranged weapon, though I like the fact that it is. It's nice, as far as I'm concerned. Very nice indeed. And I could almost see myself going for the rest of the run with just this one item that I've got here. But on the other hand, also it's the Black Bridge, but we totally got to explore the rest of the level just in case. Like I said, this is not going to be a speed run. This is in fact probably going to be an incredibly long run. So strap yourselves in, I guess, is what I'm saying. Beautiful. Love that parry. Also, apparently the window for parrying is apparently shrunk ever so slightly. It still feels pretty generous, which I like, but it is apparently ever so slightly less forgiving than it was before. Which I guess is for the best, because I suppose if parrying is too easy, I guess that's going to be like the hardest thing that we're probably going to see in the patch notes for the next couple of updates. We're going to be seeing a lot of that, like, something like decrease the window for parrying, and then like the very next patch increase the window for parrying. We might see that. I'm personally going to call that now. That seems like the sort of thing that's going to, like, there'll be a lot of different opinions on that. Also, apparently I can't parry that lightning power, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's not even lightning, it's like red blood magic or something. I'm going to assume it's blood magic until someone can provide a better argument. I think we're also going to ignore challenge rooms on this run. In fact, in general, I guess after a new update, I should just ignore the challenge rooms until I've got my bearings. Or at least after any update that kind of changes the balance of the game. Do I want to get rid of this? The answer is no. We're just going to recycle things rather than get rid of either of the weapons we have right now, because both of them are more than capable. In fact, I'm pretty sure our skills, our active items, are doing more damage for us than any of the items we've any of our actual, like, primary main weapon-y weapons. And I don't see anything hiding in that secret corner. Alright, so, as we continue on here, alright, we got another mutation, sweet. And I believe you get up to 3 mutations over the course of a run, so... Summons a bomb that inflicts damage when you kill an enemy without your hand-to-hand weapons. Now, what does that mean exactly? Hand-to-hand, does that mean, like, either, like, our primary, like, 2 weapons? Or does that mean if I use, like, a ranged weapon rather than punchy weapon? I'll have to kind of watch that. I'm not gonna... Also, yeah, let's talk to him. Let's see, can you begin to imagine the good stuff you can find in here? Yeah, you know. You kinda... Oh, yeah, sorry about the smell. Anyway, it's way more interesting than selling a bunch of old stuff. Well, I'm gonna keep digging for some more good filth in the pile. Please come again. Alright, I wonder if I keep talking to him if he'll, like, get annoyed or something. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I could probably talk to him like 500 times. Maybe there's like some secret dialogue in there. But for now, we'll leave him to rummage through the corpses. I mean, that's where you get all the nice mutations. Those are all the corpses of all the previous iterations of ourself, because we're stuck in a timey-wimey loop. Those are all the bodies that failed to survive. Of course, then again, now that I think about it, like, I've been thinking we were some headless, or like we were some creature that's inhabiting like an actual corpse. But what if our body, like, it's like we're inhabiting an empty suit of armor? No, because we are like a green blob. And what if that's what we really are? Also, I should have more faith in my parrying abilities, really. I find my lack of faith in my parrying abilities disturbing. There we go, that's the beautiful stuff. Of course, then again, I suppose it is kind of justified since, since I'm on an underpowered system for this game, that things are slightly framier than they probably would be if... Okay, good job. Beautifully done. Masterfully executed. Alright, he is down for the count here. Alright, I almost did that without taking damage. Beautiful. But at the end of the day, that was still a virtually flawless fight. Virtually. We just took a tiny little scratch, and it wasn't even from the incomplete one himself. It was just like the random energy barrier he gives off. And I hardly count that as any kind of like competent play on the incomplete one's part. That was like a fluke more than anything. Yes, hello there, my old friend. You are really happy to find those corpses, huh? I mean, there's a part of me that's wondering why those corpses are there and why there's that little like tube that's similar to the one that our little homunculus plops down out of to inhabit a corpse at the beginning. I am really wondering if there's going to be like some kind of like some story beats put in the final build. I'm assuming there are, but yeah, you never know. Well, I think there are, but I imagine they're going to be, as I believe every time this topic comes up and I start speculating, I imagine it's going to be subtle for the most part, and it's not going to be like an in-your-face kind of thing where the story is like told, like literally, you know, spoon-fed to you word for word. There'll be a lot of, you know, some, you know, kind of figure it out for yourself sort of stuff in there. Also, you know what? I'm thinking to myself that, yeah, because well, I don't have a ranged weapon now that I think about it. So, I guess technically, I couldn't take advantage of that one mutation anyway, so I'm not sure why I picked it. Now that I think about it, but, it'll all work out at the end of the day, probably, maybe. And we'll, I mean, I like this bomb thing. But I assume that means it only fires, like, if we kill an enemy with our bombs and without using... Like, let's try to... Yeah, I think I saw a bomb come off of its corpse on that zombie there. So, with... I don't know, the way I play... I'm not sure if we're going to be actually seeing that bomb very often. But, then again, I might surprise myself. You never know. Sometimes... Of course, then again, now that I think about it, that is the kind of ability that's not going to be useful against bosses, is it? So, yeah, I think in future, like, I'm not going to re-roll anything on this particular run. I'm going to just keep everything that we've picked up so far. But I'm going to sort of use it as a bit of an idea going forward, and we'll figure out what feels right, I guess, over the next couple of runs here. We'll get an idea of what mutations we really want. And of course, we'll keep our eyeballs open for any new mutations that get added. Also, I think I may have skipped over a secret back there. It's entirely possible. Who knows how many secrets I miss on the course of an average day. And because I like to play it safe, we're gonna just kind of hide down here until these guys go by, and then we're gonna chuck some bombs at them. Beautiful. There we go. Alright. That's good. Now we can just kill everything with impunity. Which is totally the right way to go. But yeah, I mean, I was sort of hoping that this update would add something to let us... In fact, I was really expecting this to be an update that would add something to do to spend my cells after I've unlocked everything. And it looks like that the update ultimately didn't do that. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. I mean, I guess I am kind of complaining. Critiquing, I guess, is how I would call it. And yeah, like what could we do? Like, let's think here. What could we do with cells once we have upgraded everything? Like, what would make the most sense? Also, does anyone else find it kind of weird that there's like a host zombie as an elite enemy in the Slumbering Sanctuary, and yet I have never seen a host zombie as a regular enemy in the Slumbering Sanctuary? Very suspicious to me. Very suspicious. This ice bow is also probably going to be pretty sweet, I should think. And not really what we need right now, though, so we'll go there. Also, it may just be me. Might just be luck of the draw here. But it looks like there actually are more, or at least there's a bit more of a distribution of quick travel points in the Sanctuary. At least there's one here after the shop. Maybe this is just, you know, we got lucky. But I kind of wonder what, like when the level is generating, like how it determines where to put these checkpoint sort of things, or the quick travel things. Oh, I like that. That is a cool trap. You got the little drop doors, you got the little buzzsaw thing there. Nice. That's a very well put together trap, says I. And as always, I love the Slumbering Sanctuary. There's, like, between the music and then there's just kind of like wandering out here and like seeing what's going on. Wow, that guy went down really easily. I am impressed. Also, ooh, more money. I mean, most runs I'm generally, like, I generally don't find myself low on money. But now that I do feel like it is valuable to spend money more often, I find that I generally don't, unless I get lucky with finding items. I generally don't. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, he's following me. He's like stalking me or something. Hey, I'm not done with you yet. Okay, throw some bombs that then like don't actually. Oh god. No, no, no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. Again, I don't like how the golem can basically like infinitely stun lock you with his charge attack there, or with that ground thing. He does the ground thing, then he punches you, then like it's like he knows to stun me and then ground punch me again. I mean, it's what a human would do, is what I'm saying. It's like clearly that guy, that golem creature has been programmed with a human level of AI where it knows to cheese the player. And I guess it's not really cheesing. I mean, if it doesn't have any cooldown on its abilities, and it can just keep doing the same moves over and over again, then why shouldn't it? There we go. Beautiful. Alright, that works for me. And then we just kind of keep on going and hope that everything goes well. Hoo boy. Actually, I'll be honest, I have been playing rather slowly these last few runs. Oh dear. Alright, maybe... Oh god. Dang, I wasn't able to actually... Yeah, you see... Oh no! My Yogg Heart! I was hoping because there's an achievement for having the Yogg Heart from the beginning. Also, nice job teleporting me so I could kill you without having to climb all the way back up there. But little did you know that it was you who had died. You thought you were going to finish me off. But no, I was the one finishing you off, sir. Alright, let's see. I mean, Ice Shock, I don't like it. But let's try Pyrotechnics. I mean, it actually seems to do pretty good damage. So... Of course, I just noticed the Ice Shock actually is a combination of Brutal and the other thing, Tactics, where he's... the Pyrotechnics is a purely Tactics upgrade. I wonder if that has anything to do with why it didn't seem to be that powerful for me. Who knows? I might be reading more into that than there really is to read, but then again, I like reading things into stuff. Sometimes. Sometimes. Nothing too much, but just because my paranoid mind likes coming up with theories. And off to the Clocktower, which, incidentally, it was pointed out to me that the Clocktower has a secret. Apparently, I think it has like 4 or 5 bells in it, and as we noticed before, you can ring them. Apparently, if you ring them in like the right order, it actually unlocks you something, or it gives you the Clocktower key, which is interesting. I mean, I think that's a cool way to hide a secret, actually, to be honest with you. Let's see, plus 400 while there are no enemies nearby. You see, that would pair nicely with, what was it? Was it the Hunter's Bow? I think it was the Hunter's Bow. The Infantry Bow is the one where, if you're standing close, it does critical damage. So, good stuff. I think we might do a Brutal run next time, now that I think about it. Because I think Brutality, from the quick glance I gave of its abilities, I think it would be a pretty cool thing. So, we'll have to give that a look. Because I've got a good feeling about it. Something feels right, you know? And you know what? Let's not climb that ladder like a sucker. Let's wall jump like a real man would, probably. Also, yeah, wall jumping. Much faster than the elevator, probably. Alright. Yeah, you know what? This pyrotechnics ability, it's actually like an even better version of Fire Blast. Well, maybe not, because Fire Blast allows you to like stack burning on enemies, whereas this does not, apparently. Which is interesting. I'm kind of wondering how that works as a function, or as a feature. Oh yeah, see? There's a bell. It's ringing. It's making noises, and it has a 1 on it. It says 1, so there could be something to this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I'll play with that this run. That's a mystery to solve another time. But for now, let's just chuck our flaming balls at our enemies and, you know, just make them wish they were dead or something. Also, I can't help but notice that we're not... Okay, that made a different sound. It made a different sound from the other bell. Now, should I assume that means that I hit it in the wrong order? Or am I trying to hit them in, like, tonally from, like, the deepest sounding one to the highest sounding one, which means we'd actually want to hit the one on the bottom last. I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. Though I am noticing we are still taking a fair amount of damage here, and we're also not getting health anymore when we pick up our stuff. So I probably want to be a bit cautious about that, actually. Since without the if we can't get more health, then we are really going to become a glass cannon. Not that I have anything... Whoa. The camera forgot to follow me for a second there. Good job. Anyway, you know what? I like this weapon. I mean, I'm... Oh, hello. A cannibal? Wait. Random nitpicking moment of the episode. Doesn't cannibal have 2 ends in it? That's just me being nitpicky. Because, you know, it's what I do, apparently. Alright, you see, that's definitely an improvement over what we had before. I like it. Gives us some more survival and brutality, which also means it probably gives us overall more health. Of course, you know what I also find interesting now that I think about it? Oh, there's the cursed chest! Alright. Let's go find that and open it immediately. Because I feel that's the right play. And... oh yeah, there we are. We're doing some bonus damage. That's some good stuff right there. Alright, so let's go up. Let's open the cursed chest. I suppose maybe I should not kill every single enemy. Just the ones that I know are most likely to kill me if I don't hit them first. Yeah. Of course, then again, now that I think about it, like what... like now that I really think about it, what am I doing, like, stacking only 2 stats? Because generally the way I play the game is I make everything whatever my main stat is. Like, all my weapons are whatever my main stat is. And so that means what I should be doing is I should be having 1 main stat, and then I balance the other 2. So what I'm doing right now, I mean, I'm probably going to keep it up for the rest of this run, just so we can do a compare and contrast sort of thing later. But what I'm doing right now, I think, is wrong. So I'm mostly focusing... because I still got it in my head, the old system there, where survival gave us all of the tasty treats. By which I, of course, mean all the extra health. So I have to get that out of my head and know that... I mean, it has a plus sign in it. It makes me think it's got more health. Also, archers are easy to kill, so we're not gonna kill them right away. We'll take it slow, just like we've been doing with pretty much everything else this run so far. And we will, of course, boost our tactics, because that's what we want. But alright, so now if we get the choice between survival and brutality, we should probably in the future go for brutality, at least in cases where we're doing a tactics run. Yeah, alright. I mean, there is some advantage to, wait. No, there isn't, because the secondary abilities of all the stats are now, mostly, like, inside the mutations. So yeah, there is, like, no reason not to balance everything. Or not to balance our secondary stats. Have one main stat, and then balance the 2 secondaries. Okay, that's what I've got to get into my head as our battle plan. Alright. It's going to take me a while to get into that mindset, but I think we can do it. Just you watch, this jerkbag's going to kill me. But he didn't, so that's good. Alright, we're down to 5 enemies. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to... Oh, don't get hit by that. I'm going to get hit by this, aren't I? Oh, nope, managed to slip by it. Nicely done. You are a genius, Gaslight. Aha, 2 more enemies. Beautiful. Alright. Gonna fall on the spikes now, aren't I? Like, the easiest trap to dodge. I've done it a million times. Alright, I actually did manage to continue dodging it. I suppose I should have at least a small amount of faith in myself that I can actually do things. And not immediately assume I'm going to fail. But then again, if I assume failure, then I keep myself on edge. And I'm not going up there because I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. And that's what's going to kill me. Though at least I've already killed the elite enemy for this particular floor, so that's good. Alright, so we kill these guys. Alright, also I've had an ice bow this entire time and I'm not even making use of it. That's just silly. I mean, I'm probably going to continue not making use of it, but, you know, that's how life goes sometimes. Sometimes you just don't use stuff. Good job, Gaslight. Beautifully done. Masterfully executed. Alright, so we need the Watchmaker's Key, so that's the way up to the end. So we'll just kind of continue exploring in the towers that we've already explored in, and hope that everything goes well. Alright. I'm pretty happy with how this run's gone. I think we've got a general feel for how the new changes are going to work out. And ow, good job. And we have some thoughts on what we could test out next time. Oh yeah, you see, that made a deep, long sound. But then again, maybe that sound just means that I didn't hit them in the right order. I think I'm going to have to assume that's what it's going to do, and there's not some, like, complex thing where I have to actually listen to the subtle changes in tone of music. But then again, that seems like a real old-school thing to do. So, you never know, that could actually be a thing that it decides to pull on us. And do I want the Ivy Grenades? I mean, I kind of do, because they're good. But, and also they do a reasonable amount of damage. But then again, I mean, it would also freeze enemies in place. But then again, cluster bombs do good damage. But at the end of the day, I think we gotta go with the Ivy Grenade. It feels right, man. And also, it feels right to do stuff like that. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here without taking damage. And we did, because I am a boss. About 40% of the time, anyway. And we don't want to go yet. We want to explore just a little bit more, get a feel for whatever's left. And maybe have some fun times here. Doing some cool stuff. And also collecting as much gold and cells as possible, because that apparently matters for some reason to me. I don't know why. We can't take it with us when we... Wait. How many bells have we passed? Has it actually been 5 by at this point? Oh wait, that does have a different tone than the others. Maybe I do have to listen to the tones and do something. Or I'm just crazy. No, why would someone lie to me in the comments about that? That would be crazy. Don't assume these things. I mean, not that I'm assuming anything, I'm just saying it's gonna be a real puzzle for me to figure out the secret of the bells there. An infantry bow might have actually been good. Don't want ice shock, don't want lightning bolt. I mean, nothing is really striking. Oh, this is actually... Oh, this is our... See, look at that. We take 3 times damage now and only do double damage. And apparently with the quad damage thing, we then take 4 damage. I don't know how I feel about that. I also don't know if there's a good idea to recycle that, because I might not like this bow with its explosive rounds. But, you know what? Let's play with it. Let's get a feel for things. I mean, there's still a whole side tower here to explore. So we can totally check that out. Those bells are going to get to me. I'm not going to go out of my way to solve the puzzle this time. Oh my god. And this has a double damage modifier on it. And this is the damage you're doing. Like, did they accidentally, Did they accidentally change the modifier so that instead of doing double damage, it does half damage? Because I feel that despite this claiming that it's doing double damage, and also I'm going to just give this to survival even though we've already established, it would have been a better idea to give it to... Yeah, you know what? Yeah. This explosive crossbow. I think it's even a higher tier than what we are using. Alright. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, no. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This... I mean, either this is like... This crossbow is garbage, or something really weird and possibly wrong is happening here. And I, for one, don't like it. I expect my bow... Of course, then again, I have to be honest with you, I've noticed, looking at the damage bows do this update compared to the damage that bows previously did, I almost feel like damage has been nerfed on all bows. But I might be wrong about that. I'm gonna have to do some more playing around with things to get a feel. Okay, I mean, I'm definitely taking double damage or triple damage, but, like, the damage I'm dealing in return is, like, absolute garbage. And it said I was supposed to be doing 4,000 damage, which, like, I know that it's kind of semi-randomized there, but, it doesn't feel right. Something is very, very wrong. Like, this says 2,000. I mean, that's not bad. This says it's supposed to be doing 4,800 damage. I mean, something just doesn't feel right here. I mean, to be honest, actually, I wish I had an item that covered enemies in oil, because, to be honest with you... Wait a minute. I mean, I could go to that store. You know what, I'm gonna be lazy about it, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm totally just going to... Alright, let's get a feel for things here. Yeah, look at the damage I'm doing now. And just for real... Yeah, look at that. You see, I was... Oh, sweet. A kudos bow. That sounds like a cool bow. Don't know what it does, but it sounds cool. But yeah, like, that explosive bow feels like hot garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, hot garbage. I cannot see myself ever using it. Ever again. Also, I don't know why I teleported here. Maybe I should go to that shop, but I think I'm gonna be lazy about it and not, even though we've already established that, hey, you could do, like, super cool critical damage if you just, you know, took the time to find an oil bomb. Plus, also, besides that, I mean, oil causes fire damage anyway to do more damage, so it would have been win-win. And yet, here I go, not taking advantage of it. Also, oh, wow, actually, what do you know? I actually managed to turn in the Crusher blueprint for once. Not bad. Let's see, marks the victim for 10 seconds. Enemy takes extra damage while they're marked if they die. Okay, you know what? That actually sounds pretty good. I'm not entirely sure what that damage, like how it scales exactly. But, let's take a look here. Let's see. 269 damage a second. That's pretty low. I'm gonna junk it this time, but that might have been a mistake, because I'm sure I recall reading somewhere that that's like actually like a ridiculously overpowered bow. So maybe it only does low damage because it does, like, it fires really, really fast. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, what are we dealing with here? We are dealing with Crazy Assassin. I mean, I don't know why I expected anything else. Alright. There we go. Look at that beautiful fire we've got going there. Oh dear. Ah, dang it. Well, there goes my dream for getting the achievement for, like, acing the assassin. Oh well. Oh wow, we're actually already halfway done. Not bad. Alright, let's kill this crazy lady. You know, I don't know why I'm standing close to her, because, yeah. Like, I'm getting right up in her grill, and yet I have a modifier, a mutation, that actually benefits me when I stay away from her. And yet here I am, like, haha, I'm gonna get right in your face and not take advantage of that, like, super cool mutation that I totally have access to. It's gonna keep rolling into your face. You know, the assassin is also a good boss for, Oh, and she's dead. And what is this? The ice crossbow. Nice. Yeah, that's one of those things. I could have used the ice bow earlier and that to freeze her up. But, yeah. Anyway, so I'm not impressed with the explosive crossbow. I think it is a garbage weapon. But, maybe I'm using it wrong? I don't know. If you've used it, let me know how you feel about it down in the comments. But, I don't think I'm ever going to touch the explosive bow again. Even if it does have a double or quadruple damage modifier. We'll see. But, you know, that's what experimentation is for. I shouldn't say I'm not going to use it again. We'll probably use it again, play around with it, get a feel for things. But for now, that is going to do it for this episode. So until the next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button. Maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll see you all in the next video.